Balance and Core. My name is Riva, and this is going to be video number 3 in the Balance and Core series. If you haven't done any of the previous recordings, I recommend going back and visiting those at least a time or two before you jump into this one. If you want to just go for it, absolutely. Let's just dive right in and just work with wherever you're at today. We are going to start standing, and I do recommend having your shoes off. It can be helpful to find a little bit more balance in some of the poses that we'll be doing. And we're just going to start off with some dynamic stretching. So we're going to grab the heel or the ankle, whatever you can get a hold of, and just give a nice gentle pull, bringing the heel in towards your bum. Awesome, and right away we're already kind of testing the balance. You can feel free to use a wall or a shelf if you need to feel a little bit more supported as we're getting started here. But also just kind of taking this time to check in with the balance, notice where you're at today. Balance is a funny thing. It changes depending on our moods, our energy levels, the day of the week sometimes. So just being okay with wherever you're at. Awesome. Next time you're even, we're going to switch it up and we're going to do a glute stretch. So same idea. You have two options here. You can grab the underside of the knee and the shin and pull up, keeping your top foot flexed, or you can cross the ankle over the knee and send the hips, back and down, making more of a figure 4. So both of those, both stretching this outer hip area, the glute. And if you haven't yet, I encourage you to start to become a little bit more aware of your breath. Maybe not making any changes quite yet, just noticing how you're breathing. And I really encourage you to use breath as a tool to support you in your balance today. And again, just kind of noticing where you're at. And we'll do one more on each side. Awesome. When you're even, you can just shake the legs out a little bit and make your way to the top of your mat. So we'll start with the feet together. We're going to take a big step back into a lunge, and this is a very slow and mindful step. So we'll lift the leg up. Either one is just fine. Take a step back into your lunge. Good. And then once you get there, you're going to bring the arms to the front. Just grab a hold, hand to elbow, and we're going to twist to the outside of the bent knee in front. Untwist, release the arms. Nice and slow, we're going to step back up. Good, so just moving slowly and mindfully here. Other knee comes up. Knee, step back, finding your lunge, back heel lifted. Front knee over ankle, hands crossed, opposite arm on top, twist to the outside. Beautiful, and we'll just do a few more just like this, moving nice and slow. Really being mindful as you step that foot down. And we will do 2 more on each side here. Again, just moving nice and slow here. Also getting a nice stretch in the front of the hip as we step back. Find that lunge and twist. Awesome, let's go one more on each side. Beautiful, next time you're even, we're just gonna come to the top of the mat. You can just shake it out a little bit and we'll come back to center. From here, we'll take the feet just a little bit closer together, maybe about an inch apart, knees and toes both pointed forward. We're going to slowly inhale as we rise to the balls of the feet. Good, and then we'll take an inhale as we raise the arms up above the head. Beautiful, and then we'll lower the arms and lower the legs. Good, lifting again onto the balls of the feet. Inhale, arms come up. Beautiful, lower the arms and lower the heels. Good, let's go 2 more, nice and slow, inhaling, finding your balance, inhaling, lowering, and lowering. Beautiful, we'll do 1 more, raise, lift, and this time we're gonna hold for 10. Good, biting that shake a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly lowering the arms and slowly lowering the heels. Beautiful. You can just shake it out a little bit, and we will get started with second phase of our warm-up, but also going to kind of be our first little circuit today. So you're going to find your way onto either foot, and right away we're going to go into a single leg balance. Now, very important here to make sure that the tailbone is tucked, shoulders back, so we're not here, you're not here, we're nice and long and strong. Good, once you're here, we're gonna go into a hip carve. So from here, we're just gonna open up the knee out to the side. Then the second movement will be sending your heel towards the back. And then the third movement will be bringing the knee back to the front. So we're gonna be doing 3 parts here, and we'll do a total of 5 in each direction. So whenever you're ready, finding your balance if you're not already there. And then we're gonna open, heel to the back, and heel to the front. That's 1. Just moving nice and slowly here, working to keep that foot flexed the entire time. Standing leg is also working pretty hard here as well. And again, if you're feeling really unstable, you can come to a wall or to a shelf. Just use it for a little extra support. Otherwise, it can be helpful to find a spot to focus on out in front, preferably one that's not moving. Good, let's go ahead and switch. And now you're gonna take it back to the side and to the front. Good, keep going. Back, side, and front. You're almost there, we just have 3 more. Good, working to keep that tailbone tucked the entire time. And we have last 2 here. And final one, stay with it. Beautiful, and then with control, we're gonna slowly lower the leg down. Oh my goodness, and shake out that standing leg. Nicely done. All right, we're gonna switch sides. So finding your way onto your other foot, heel's gonna come up, finding your balance. And right away, you might notice a difference between the 2 sides. Let's also work on keeping the core nice and engaged. That's also gonna help you feel a little bit more steady. So whenever you're ready, we're going out to the side, to the back, and to the front. This is also really great mobility for the hips too, especially with all the sitting we do nowadays. So again, a lot of great benefits with this simple but challenging movement. Beautiful, let's go 3 more in this direction. Good, and then if you haven't yet, starting to become aware of the breath. So again, you're really using that breath as a tool to help you stay focused, to help you stay calm. Good, now let's go ahead and switch. We're gonna take it back to the side, and to the front. And there goes that standing leg, staying with it, using the breath. Beautiful, and on that standing leg, you're really pushing down through all 4 corners of the foot. Yeah, so a lot going on here. You're doing great though. Let's just go 2 more in this direction. And 1 more, you got it. Beautiful, and then when you're ready, when you're done, you can just come to the front, slowly lower that down. Oh my goodness, and shake it out. Excellent work. From here, we're just gonna go into a lift. So coming with the feet together, about 1 inch apart here. When you're ready, we're just gonna inhale, raise to the balls of the feet. Inhale, we're gonna reach the arms up above the head. Good, and we're just gonna hold here. We'll be here for about 30 seconds. If you want a little bit more challenge, you're gonna bring the arms to a T and bring the arms up. Still on the balls of the feet, good, moving slow and in control. Raising the arms down, or lowering the arms down, and raising the arms up. Good, you're halfway through. There we go, yep, just fighting Fighting to stay balanced here. And if you lose it, all good, just come right back to it. And let's go last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly lower the arms, lower the heels, and shake it out. Good stuff. All right, we're just gonna go one more round on that. So we're gonna go back to our first side, and we're gonna go back to the hip carve. So whenever you're ready, shifting your weight, knee's gonna come up, find your balance right away, and we'll begin in the opposite direction. So we're gonna go out to the side first, to the back, and to the front. Good, 5 in each direction. Remembering to stay nice and tight with the abs, nice and slow and steady with the breath. Good, let's go 2 more in this direction. Beautiful, and again, you're really pushing down through all 4 corners on that standing foot. Beautiful, now let's go ahead and switch to the front, to the side, there we go, to the front and to the back. There it is, keep going, side, front, and back. Beautiful, just 3 more here, you got it. And last 2. Good, just 1 more, stay strong. Good, fight for it. Beautiful, when you're done, bringing it back, slowly lowering down, oh my goodness, and shake out that standing leg, beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. So now onto the other foot. Knee's gonna come up, find your balance, breathe, reset. And starting with the opposite direction, out to the side, to the back, and to the front. Good, check in with that bottom foot. Like try to release gripping through the toes and think of rooting down through all 4 corners. Good, staying slow and in control. Here you have 2 more in this direction. And 1 more. Excellent, fight for it. Good, now let's go ahead and switch. So we're now coming out to the front, to the side, and back. Here we go. And just 3 more here. Good, last 2. And final 1. Beautiful, finish it off. Slowly lower the foot down and shake it out, nice work. All right, we're going for that lift here, so feet about 1 inch apart. When you're ready, we're gonna inhale, raise to the balls of the feet. Inhale, arms are gonna come up above the head. Good, and we'll stay here for about 30 seconds. So you have the option to stay here if this is plenty for you. Try to drop those shoulders down away from the ears. Good, and then if you want a little bit more, we're gonna go arms to a T, and arms come up, moving nice and slow. Arms to a T, and arms come up, beautiful, staying with it. About halfway through, keep squeezing. And let's go last 5, 4, 3, 2, let's everyone lift and hold for 5, 4, you got it, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lowering the heels down, lowering the arms down. Oh, nicely done, you can shake it out a little bit. All right, we're just gonna keep it moving from here. We're gonna go into some warrior variations. So this is gonna be fairly challenging. If you find that you need a little bit more support, I recommend coming closer to a wall or a shelf, something you can grab on either side. Otherwise, just going for it. So we're gonna start here. I'm gonna turn to the side just so you can see a little bit better. We're gonna start on either foot. And then whenever you're ready, you're just gonna slowly kick 1 leg back to the wall behind you. And as you do that, you're hinging forward from the hips, leading with the chest, finding a nice flat back. Good, now once you're here, you're going to bend your knees, take your extended leg behind the front leg, Beautiful, and then you're gonna kick back into your warrior three. If you want a little bit more support, you can bring hands or fingertips to the floor. You can also use blocks if you have them. You're gonna bend, right knee comes behind the left, and kick back. And we're just gonna do 5 here. Bend, and back. Good, just 2 more, you got it. And last one. Beautiful. Now we're all gonna meet in warrior here, and we're just gonna hold. Good, so nice flat back, toes down to the floor, heel to the ceiling. Good, belly button pulling in, shoulders away from the ears. You're here for 5, stay with it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly come up to stand, lower the foot down. Oh, and shake it out, nice work. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. So now finding your balance on the other foot. Whenever you're ready, you're gonna start to kick your other leg back as you hinge from the hips. Allow that bottom knee to softly bend. And now option again is to stay here, bend, and kick. You're doing 5, bend, and kick. If you need more support, fingertips or hands to the floor or blocks. Bend and kick. Let's go 2 more. And last one. Beautiful. Now we're all gonna come into our warrior pose and hold. Now I will say with the arms, you have a couple options here. You can go hands to the hips, hands out to the sides, or hands above the head. We're here for 5, 4, stay with it, 3, 2, and 1. You're slowly gonna come to stand and lower the foot down, shake it out. Excellent work. Good, we're gonna go back to that lift to finish that off. So coming feet together, about 1 inch apart. When you're ready, inhale, you're gonna raise to the balls of the feet. Inhale, arms come up. Good, holding here. Or if you want to challenge yourself, you're going to bring fingertips to nose. Good, and you're going to open and close. Open and close. Good, staying with it, really working to stabilize through those ankles. Halfway through here. Good, if you lose it, just come back. Using those abs. Keeping everything nice and tight for 3, 2, and 1. Lower the heels, over the arms, and shake it out. Excellent work. All right, we're back onto our warrior. So back onto that first side. Starting to shift your weight. Whenever you're ready, kicking your leg back, hinging from the hips. Again, allowing it soft, bend in the knee. And then when you're ready, we're gonna bend and kick, bend, and kick. Good, keep it going. Crown of the head reaching towards the wall in front of you. Good, now we have 1 more bend and kick. Now find your warrior 3 and hold. Remembering your arm variations, either out to the sides, down by the hips, or up above the head. Back should be nice and straight, rooting down through all 4 corners of that standing foot for 3, 2, use those abs, and 1, slowly coming to stand, lowering the foot down, oh my goodness, and shake it out. Excellent work, let's go ahead and switch sides. So shifting your weight. When you're ready, kicking your heel back, hinging from the hips, allowing that knee to bend. Good, and then when you're ready, we're gonna bend and kick. Now, hands can go out to the sides, down by the hips, or remember you do have the option to bring them down to the floor or to blocks. Let's go 2 more. Using that breath, exhaling as you kick back. Beautiful, now we're all gonna meet in our warrior 3, nice flat back, crown of the head reaching towards the wall in front of you. Good, glutes are nice and tight here. Heel to the ceiling, toes to the floor for 5, 4, 3, you got it. 2, and 1, slowly coming up. And release, whew, and shake it out. Excellent. All right, going back to that raise, so feet together about 1 inch apart. When you're ready, we're gonna inhale, raising onto the balls of the feet. Inhale, arms up above the head, holding here, or fingertips to nose, open and close. Good, we're here for 30 seconds. Now using the breath, in and out through the nose to help you stay calm. Using your core, keeping it nice and engaged to help you stay balanced here. Good, you might feel the ankles starting to shake a little bit. Keep working to stabilize, you're doing great. Give me 10 more seconds. Good, stay with it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, you can lower the heels, release the arms, whew, shake it out a little bit. Good stuff. So we're gonna move on to those lunge variations next. Very similar to what we did in our warm-up, okay? So go ahead and start at the top of your mat. We're gonna start on whatever leg you did first for the last movement. And right away, we're gonna step back into a lunge. Okay, take your time getting set up here. You wanna make sure that front knee is over your ankle. Also make sure your knee isn't going in or out. You wanna point it straight ahead. Good, and this back glute is nice and engaged. Tailbone tucked, shoulders down. Good, now from here, we're just gonna slowly lower the knee down to the floor. Good, you can uncurl the toes. And just take a moment in this low lunge here. You can bring the hands down to the mat. You can take them up onto the knees. And then in a moment here, we're gonna curl the toes under again. Now here's where it gets a little complicated. Keep that core nice and tight. Zip everything towards your center line. Lift the knee off. Come back into your lunge. And then from here, your back leg is gonna come forward into a one-leg balance. So moving nice and slow. Oh, that one didn't go so smoothly. There we go. And back to the front. So we'll try that again. We're gonna do a total of 5. Go ahead and drop the foot and just shake it out, reset. Now that we know what we're doing, let's see if we can bring a little bit more grace into that. So foot's gonna come up. You're gonna step back, find your lunge, readjust as needed. Good, then you're slowly gonna lower down. Beautiful, just take a moment here. Let's just leave those toes curled under. And then in 3, 2, and 1, you're gonna come up into your lunge. And then in 3, 2, 1, you're gonna come into your single leg balance. There we go. Good, now slowly lower down and shake it out. Beautiful. We'll do 3 more of that. Again, just doing the best you can, and if you need a wall or a shelf, feel free to use it. Okay, so 3 more on this side. Knee's gonna come up. When you're ready, big step back, find that lunge. A little squeaky mat here. And then slowly lower down. Good, watch that front knee, leave the back toes curled under. 3, 2, 1, squeeze and lift, here we go. Good, and then in 3, 2, 1, squeeze to single leg balance. Whew, yeah, let's just go right into those last 2. Here we go, big step back. Find your lunge. Good, nice and slow, lower that knee down. Good, take a moment, maybe give that standing leg a little rub. And then in 3, 2, 1, lift and squeeze. Good, and then in 3, 2, 1, lift and squeeze. Good, excellent work. We just have 1 more here. Here we go, big step back. Find that lunge. Lower the knee down. Good, watch that front knee. And then in 3, 2, getting a little wobbly, and 1, here we go, squeeze and lift. Good, and then in 3, 2, 1, squeeze and lift. Good, now we're gonna hold here, arms out to a T for 5. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze those abs. 4, 3, 2, you got it. And 1 with control, slowly lower down. Oh my goodness, and shake it out. Yes, it's time to warm up the legs. They work really hard in some of these movements. So we're just gonna switch sides now. So I'm just gonna flip around just so you can see. You can stay pointed towards whatever direction you started. When you're ready, we're taking a big step back, finding that lunge on your other side. And that might take you 1 or 2 to get warmed up as we switch sides here. Watch that front knee. Good, now slowly lowering down. Good, just tapping that knee down. And then in 3, 2, 1, we're gonna squeeze and lift. Good, and then in 3, 2, 1, you're gonna squeeze and lift. Beautiful, let's keep it going. Big step back, find your lunge. Lower the knee and stay in control as you lower this knee, okay? So you're not just dropping it down, you're putting it down nice and gently. Leave those back toes curled under in 3, 2, 1. We're gonna squeeze and lift. Good, and then in 3, 2, 1, we're gonna squeeze and lift. Beautiful, 3 more. And you might notice a difference. Maybe this is your good side. This is definitely my strong side. All right, here we go, slowly lowering down. Remember, stay in control. Good, that's half the battle here. And then in 3, 2, 1, we're gonna squeeze and lift. Good, and then in 3, 2, 1, squeeze and lift. Good, 2 more. If you need a break, you can take it. Just set it down, shake it out. We just have 2 more on this side. When you're ready, here we go. Stepping back into your lunge. Slowly lowering down. 3, 2, 1, squeeze and lift. Good, and then in 3, 2, 1, squeeze and lift. Beautiful. Last one here. Big step back. Find your lunge. Lower down. Nice and slow. Good, and then 3, 2, 1, we're gonna squeeze and lift. And then in 3, 2, 1, you got it, squeeze and lift. Good, now we're gonna hold here, arms come to the T, tailbone tucked. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower the leg, lower the arms. Ooh. Oh my goodness, nicely done. Shake it out, it's getting warm in here. We're gonna finish off with a raise again. So feet about 1 inch apart here. When you're ready, we're gonna inhale, lift those heels. Inhale, arms above the head. Beautiful. Now option is to stay here, or adding on from our fingertips to nose, you're gonna go hand to chest and open, hand to chest and open. Good. The idea here, the more we move our other extremities, the more challenging the balance will be. Good, you're about halfway through. Always have that option to hold here as well. Good, keep working to stabilize here, working to stay balanced. You're almost there, let's go 10 more seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, slow, steady growth now. Let's go ahead and lower those heels, lower the arms. Oh, awesome work. Shake that. Go back to that first side. Go ahead and flip it around. Starting to shift your weight. When you're ready, legs gonna come up. Here we go, we're stepping back into that lunge, nice and slow. Lower that knee down. Let's move through a little quicker this time. Here we go, lift and squeeze, and lift and squeeze. Good, take it back. Lower down a little quicker this time. Just barely tapping that knee down, bring it right up. Single leg balance. Here we go, 3 more. Step back, find your lunge. Lowering, just tapping that knee. Good, take it right back up, squeeze. Bring it to the front, balance. Beautiful, 1 more, big step back. Slowly lower down, just barely tapping that knee. Good, take it right back up, lift and squeeze. Back to the front, lift and squeeze. Good, arms to the T, you're gonna hold for 10, 9, tailbone tucked, 8, 7, 6, pushing down through all 4 corners of the foot for 4, 3, 2, breathe, and 1. Lower the arms, lower the legs. Oh my goodness, nice work. Shake it out. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Starting with the feet together, shifting the weight. Here we go, big step back, find that lunge. And again, just barely tapping this knee down. We're gonna move a little bit quicker. Tap, lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. Good, 4 more, just like that. Big step back, tap the knee down, lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. Good, keep it going. 3 more, big step back, lower the knee down, lift and squeeze, use that breath, lift and squeeze. Beautiful, 2 more, big step back, lower down, good, lift and squeeze. You got it, lift and squeeze. I believe we have 2 more. Here we go, big step back, tap it down. You got it, lift and squeeze, and lift and squeeze. We're going for 1 more. Big step back, lower the knee down, lift and squeeze. Oh my goodness, lift and squeeze. Good, now arms into a T, tailbone tucked, abs tight. You're here for 8, 7, 6, shoulders down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, lower the arms, lower the foot. Oh, shake it out a little bit. Beautiful, we'll finish off with that lift here. So feet coming a little bit closer together. Here we go, lifting onto the heels or the balls of the feet. And then inhale, take the arms up. Option to hold here. You can work with fingertips to nose, or you can work with hands to chest. Good, holding and balancing wherever you're at. Beautiful, about halfway through. Moving slow and in control. Beautiful, keep it going, about 10 more seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower the arms, lower the heels. Excellent work. We're going to give those legs a bit of a break, and we're going to work our way down to the mat. Let's do it with a little bit of flow here. So feet are going to start together at the top of your mat. When you're ready, we're just going to inhale. Arms are going to come up. Exhale, arms down. We're going to go chin to chest, and we're just going to take a nice, super slow spinal roll all the way down. Beautiful. Once you get there, you can just allow yourself to hang for a moment. Relax the head, relax the neck. Just taking a couple breaths into the low back. Beautiful. Then from here, you're going to plant the hands down and you're going to step back into a plank. Shoulders right over the wrists, tailbone tucked, booty down. I'm going to stay with me here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees down, uncurl the toes, send the hips back towards your heels. Just take a quick moment here, just letting all of that go. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and come forward into a tabletop position. Wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to go into what's called a short plank, and we'll do some fun but challenging plank variations, excuse me. So toes are going to curl underneath, okay? Belly button's going to start to pull in towards your spine. Now, especially the lower abdominals, think of pulling those in. And then in 3, 2, and 1, you're going to press into the hands, lift the knees, and hover. Good, you're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower those knees down, uncurl the toes, hips to heels. Just a quick recovery here. Give those arms a bit of a stretch. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come forward, back into tabletop. Belly button pulling in. When you're ready, you're going to kick that left leg back. Now heels are up towards the ceiling, toes are down towards the floor. Beautiful, and then from here, we're gonna reach the right arm forward. Good, and then our last little layer here, we're gonna bring elbow to opposite knee for a crunch. Good, and we're gonna extend and reach and crunch. Here we go. Beautiful, inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, crunch. 2 more, inhale and exhale. Good, 1 more, inhale and exhale. Good, now lift everything and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, you got it, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Lower the hand, lower the leg, let's go big toes to touch, knees open wide, send your hips back towards your heels, stretch out. Couple breaths here. Beautiful, go ahead and come forward, tabletop position. We're back to that short plank or that bear plank. So wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, curl the toes under, crown of the head reaching forward too. Let's be mindful not to let the head drop here, okay? Whenever you're ready, go ahead and push into the hands, but as ready as you're gonna be. Good, hold with me here. We're here for 10, 9, 8, back is nice and straight, 6, 5, you got it, 4, 3, 2, oh my goodness, and 1. Nice job, knees down. We're gonna go right into that other side. Kick your right leg back. Inhale, left arm reaches forward. You can uncurl those back toes if that feels better for you. Here we go, we're gonna crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach and hold. Good, crunch, elbow to knee. Reach and hold. 3 more, crunch. And reach. Good, crunch. And reach. 1 more, you got it. Crunch. And reach, now hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, stay strong, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness, lower the arm, lower the leg, big toes to touch, knees open wide, send your hips back towards your heels, stretch it out. Give those arms a bit of a break. Let's take a moment here. You know we're doing 1 more of that. When you're ready, you can come forward. We're back to our short plank or our bear plank. So bringing the knees in, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going right into it. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Come on up. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, lower those knees down. We're going right into it. Left leg goes back. Inhale, right arm goes long. Here we go. Crunch on the exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. 3 more. And last 2. Good, beautiful. 1 more here. Now reach everything long and hold. You're here for 10, 9, 8. If you want to challenge, bring your arm out to the side. Good, more challenge still, leg out to the side, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Now bring everything back to center. If you were extended out to the side, and slowly with control, lowering everything down. We're going right into side 2. Bear plank, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Curl the toes under, press into the hands, lift and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, you got it, 5, 4, back nice and straight, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, right leg goes long. Inhale, left arm goes long. Uncurl the back toes if that feels okay. Here we go, exhale, crunch. And inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach, lift up your head. 3 more here. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. 2 more, exhale, crunch. And inhale, reach. Last time, exhale, crunch. And inhale, reach. We're gonna hold here for 5, 4, 3, 3, abs in, 2, and 1. Now arm out to the side, leg out to the side. You're here for 3, 2, and 1. Bring everything back with control and slowly lower down. Ooh, nice work. Broke a little sweat on that one. Let's go big toes to touch, knees open wide, hips to heels. Take a moment, stretch it out. Give those arms a bit of a break. Catch your breath. We'll just finish off with a little bit more core here, a little bit more balance. And we're going to do that by switching over onto our side. So let's go ahead and roll over to either side. And we're going to be going into a side plank. So you have a couple options for side plank. You can do this with the forearm down, both knees down, okay? Second option would be to extend that top leg. Third option would be to extend bottom leg, feet staggered. Fourth option would be legs stacked. Fifth option, if you really want to go for it today, is going to be to lift that top leg, okay? All options are great. You can also do all of those from your palm, right? So same thing, palm, knees down, leg extended, both legs extended, or both legs stacked. I like elbow a little bit more or forearm a little bit more. Myself, it's just a little bit easier on the wrist, so I'll let you decide. Any of those variations are great. We're just going to be holding for 30 seconds. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and come on up. And maybe on this first one, you start with a more modified version. Good. Sending those hips up towards the sky. If it feels okay, we're going to extend that arm. Good. Now a couple things here. Really reaching forward with the crown of the head. Shoulders are stacked. Good. You're here for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to lower down, and we're just going to switch sides. Now, whatever option we did on that first side, we'll do the same thing on that second side. So I'll give you a moment. You can set yourself up. And then in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Come on up. Now, arms going to reach, if that feels okay. Good. And again, shoulders are stacked. Crown of the head is reaching towards the wall behind you. Pressing those hips up towards the ceiling. You got it. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathing through that shake. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. You can lower everything down, and we'll just switch sides again. So coming back onto that first side, and now we'll give you the option to kind of take things up a notch if you're ready for it. Otherwise, just staying exactly where you are. Okay. Elbow right underneath that shoulder. We're down onto the forearm. If you're on the palm, it's palm right underneath the shoulder. We're going to come on up, finding the next version of your side plank. Okay. Maybe that's the same. Whenever you're ready, you're going to come on up. Good, and we're just holding here. Just holding. Good, now if it feels okay, arms are gonna come up. Good, let's hold for 10, 9, 8, you got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Nicely done. Let's then switch sides. Again, finding your next version of side plank, okay? Elbow or palm right underneath that shoulder. We'll come up in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, come on up. If it feels okay, arm's gonna come up too. Beautiful, now stay nice and strong through that bottom shoulder or palm. Good, breathing through that shake. Beautiful, stay with it halfway through. The last 10 seconds. Beautiful, you're almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Whew, you can come on down. And then from here, we're just gonna flip over and lie down onto the back. Bring your knees into your chest and just start to gently rock a little side to side. I'm slowing down the breath, slowing down the heart rate. Awesome work today. When you're ready, go ahead and plant your feet on the floor. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. You have the option to either stay here with your figure 4, and you can use your left hand to just gently press the top knee away. If you'd like a little bit more, you can interlace the fingers behind your right thigh. Just gently pulling everything in towards the chest. Keeping that top foot flexed. And when you're ready, you can release your hands. Legs are going to stay the same. We're going to take them off to the right. Gaze is going to open up to the left. Big breaths here into the side of the waist. Releasing the low back. When you're ready, you can unwind, uncross, and we'll switch sides. So right ankle over left knee. Hands are going to come through, fingers interlace. A couple breaths here. When you're ready, you can release the hands. Legs stay the same. We're going to take them off to the left. Gaze opens up to the right. And nice big breaths here. And when you're ready, you can unwind, uncross, knees into the chest. We're going to rock up and down the spine if that feels okay. Otherwise, you can just place in tabletop position. But if you're still doing glute rolls, don't mind the squeeze here. You're just going to roll forward, cross the ankles, and come all the way into tabletop. Or however you get there, it's just fine. We'll meet in tabletop. Wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. From here, let's just take an exhale to tuck the tailbone around, chin to chest. Inhale to untuck, let the belly hang. And open up. I'm just moving back and forth with the breath. Really letting everything go. Articulating every single vertebrae as you round and as you open. Good, 2 more cycles here. Excellent. When you're ready, go ahead and meet me back in your tabletop. Curl the toes under, send the hips up and back, downward dog. Just take a moment here, just stretching out those calves. Dropping the heels towards the floor, pressing firmly through the thumb and the index finger. Shoulders away from the ears, and think of spreading through the upper back. Awesome, and then from here, you're going to slowly walk your feet to your hands. And as you do that, you're going to step into a wide leg forward fold. So feet about as wide as the mat, knees generously bent, chest resting on the thighs. Shoulders away from the ears, relax the head, relax the neck. And we're just going to take some deep breaths into the low back. So as you inhale, feel the low back expand. And as you exhale, feel it fall. Good, 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. And 1 more big breath in. And big breath out. Beautiful. From here, hands to the floor. You're either going to heel toe or just step the feet together. Let's keep those knees bent. And we're going to take a super slow spinal roll all the way back to the top, starting from the low back, mid back, the upper back, shoulders, and the head. Excuse me. When you get there, we'll just take a few shoulder rolls just to help kind of open everything up. We did do a little bit of arms here today too. Good, and we'll do a few shoulder rolls forward. Awesome. From here, let's take the feet just a little bit wider, and then hip width, and we're going to come into a spinal twist. So you can just let the arms go wherever. We'll slowly start to speed it up. And slow it down. And then eventually bring yourself all the way back to the center. We'll close out with a couple of cleansing breaths. Here we go. When you're ready, inhale, we're going to reach the arms up, breathe in. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Beautiful. 2 more. Big breath in, fill up. Open the mouth, let it go. And last one, biggest breath of the day. Exhaling, let it go. Shake it out. All over the mat. Awesome work this morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're getting to this recording. I hope that you enjoyed this balancing core workout. If you have any questions or any feedback, we are here for you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to moving with you soon. Take care. Bye.